Today, we're going to learn how to run AI models on your own hardware. This means you'll have complete control over your AI tools, running them directly on your personal computer. Why do this? There are three major benefits. First, privacy. Your data never leaves your machine. Second, offline access. You can use AI even without internet. And third, no API costs. You won't be paying per request to cloud services. By the end of this session, you'll have installed Ollama, which is a tool for running AI models locally, and you'll run the Mistral model to test your setup. Now that we've discussed why running AI locally is beneficial, let's make sure your system is ready. Before we dive into installation, you'll need to verify these three key requirements. First, the operating system. We recommend Linux, specifically Ubuntu or Debian distributions. These are the most stable and well-supported platforms for local AI workloads. If you're on Windows or Mac, we'll discuss alternatives later, but Linux gives you the smoothest experience. Second, storage space. You'll need at least 4 gigabytes of free space. This is where the AI model files will be stored. Keep in mind that larger models may require more space, so having extra room available is always a good idea. Third, RAM. We recommend a minimum of 8 gigabytes for smooth operation. This allows the AI engine to load models efficiently and handle inference tasks without slowdowns. If you have less than 8 GB, the system may still work, but you might experience performance issues with larger models. Once you've confirmed your system meets these requirements, we are ready to move on to the demo. As we just mentioned, before we can download Ollama, we need to install the Z-Standard compression library. Z-Standard is a fast compression format specifically designed for model files. It's optimized for speed, which means our AI models will load more efficiently when we use them. Why do we need this library? Because AI models are compressed using the ZST format, and we need this tool to unpack them properly. Once you press enter and the installation completes, you'll have the ZSTD library ready on your system. Perfect. With the Z standard compression installed, we're now ready to download the Ollama installer. This is the core component that will let us run AI models locally on your machine. Here's the one-liner command you'll use: curl fssl https://ollama.com install.h piped to h. Don't worry if this looks intimidating at first. Let me break it down for you. Let's understand what each part does. First, curl downloads the installer script from ollama.com. The flags fssl make the download silent, follow redirects, and show errors. Then the pipe symbol sends that downloaded script directly to the shell for execution. It's a convenient shortcut. Download and run in one step. But this brings us to an important point. Security is critical here. Only run commands from trusted sources like the official ollama.com website. Once you're comfortable with this, we'll move on to verifying the installation. Now that we've downloaded and installed Ollama, let's verify that everything is working correctly. Now that we've downloaded and installed Ollama, let's verify that everything is working correctly. This is an important step before we proceed to the next phase. Run this command, Ollama version. This will check if Ollama is properly installed on your system. If the installation was successful, you should see a version number displayed in the terminal output. This confirms that Ollama is ready to use. Great, now that we've verified the installation is working correctly, let's move on to actually starting the AI engine. Here's the command you need to run: nohup ollama serve greater than ollama.log. This is the key command to get your AI engine running. Let me break down what nohup does. The nohup command keeps the process running even after you close your terminal. This is crucial because you don't want your AI server to stop every time you disconnect. By running Ollama as a background service, it will continue serving AI models even when you're not actively using the terminal. The ollama.log file captures all output from the service, which is really helpful for debugging if anything goes wrong. You can check this file to see what the server is doing. Once you've run this command and confirmed the service is running, we'll move on to loading an AI model on the next page. Now that we've started the AI engine, let's move on to loading an AI model. This is where we actually bring a model into our local environment so we can interact with it. The command we'll use is Ollama run Mistral. This tells Ollama to load and run the Mistral model, which is a popular open source AI model. You'll see progress indicators during the download, and once it's ready, you'll be able to start interacting with the Mistral model right away. Now that we've loaded the model, let's test it to ensure everything is working correctly. First, send a test prompt to the model. For example, type hello and observe the AI's response. It should generate a relevant reply almost instantly. Next, verify. Your immediate next project should be building a chatbot interface using Gradio. This is a Python library that makes it incredibly easy to create web interfaces for your AI models. You'll be able to interact with your local AI through a clean, user-friendly chat window. Don't limit yourself to just one model. Ollama gives you access to many different AI models like Llama, Gemma, and others. Each has its own strengths. Some are faster, some are better at coding, others excel at creative writing. Experiment with different models to find what works best for your needs. As you grow more comfortable, you'll want to explore advanced topics like fine-tuning models on your own data and integrating AI into applications through APIs. These skills will take your projects from experiments to production-ready tools. Let me summarize what we've covered today. We walked through the complete process of running AI locally, from understanding system requirements, installing the standard compression and Ollama, verifying everything works, to actually loading and testing an AI model. You now have a fully functional local AI environment. The most important thing to remember: experiment, iterate, and don't be afraid to try things. The local AI space is evolving rapidly, and having hands-on experience with the installation and setup process gives you a solid foundation. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to see you in the next.